Optimizing Salesforce licensing with Flexera. Let's start with what the customer sees in their contract. They have bought two SKUs. One is field service, field technician, restricted use. Restricted use comes along with some audit definitions, which we're going to look at next. They also bought Sales and Service Cloud Unlimited Edition. They bought 5,000 restricted use and 425 Sales and Service Cloud Unlimited Edition. For the restricted use subscription, one of the keys is it's a highly discounted subscription, so it's really good for customers to identify groups of users that don't have to pay the full price. The unique audit definition is the users consuming this subscription are not able to log in at all. It's kind of the opposite use case that we normally are looking for. Users are logging in or inactive. In this case, they can't log. If they're logging in, it's a problem. It also says the customers must strictly segment these subscriptions by a unique profile in Salesforce. In the end, what you're able to see in the Flexera SaaS solution is, in fact, the field service technician restricted use license with the name that matches the contract, the 5,000 that were purchased, the number that were actually assigned, so there are some sitting on the shelf. We see its utilization of 72%. So this is how you can optimize. And then we see zero or active. Zero active is critical because the term for this subscription is none of the users can be logging in. The other thing we see is the Sales and Service Cloud Unlimited Edition subscription. 425 purchased, 375 assigned, along with the utilization 88%. This is where the customer will be able to also do some optimization. And we see this Salesforce auto-generated one. It's an additional free license that every customer gets one free admin license. So if we look at how did we get here and what did we start out with? What we started out with was all 5,425 subscriptions were in a single bucket, and the name just said Salesforce. So a customer has no way to get the value without looking at the contract and doing some actual workflow that we have within the tool. So let's look at that workflow and what did we do? If you go to SaaS connectors and you click on the added connectors and go to the Salesforce connector, let me see which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's this one. And there's a button called Manage Import Subscriptions. And we see that this Salesforce user subscription, which was the original one, but if we go and look at the subscriptions, we see the 5,426 that were provisioned by Salesforce. It comes in the Salesforce users bucket. In order to split them out into the 5,000 field service technician restricted use and the 425, and then you see your free admin one, what we had to do is the splitting feature. This is a very powerful feature where we're able to go in, choose between roles and profiles. In this case, we were able to figure out the 425 users are using these profiles and the 5,000 field service technician users were using this profile. We were able to split them out using this workflow in the UI, in the tool, and that's how we got the result. Very quick, simple, and easy. No other way to get the value or rationalize your Salesforce subscriptions without this capability. Thank you very much.